May 31st, 2016, I was diagnosed with neuroendocrine cancer, stage 4. So, and they gave me 2 years to live. I had 8 tumors in my liver and 1 on my skull, and they did not ever find where the primary started. So initially I tried some alternative medicine treatment, and then I tried traditional medicine, what the Western doctors recommended. After both treatments, the tumors grew an additional 20% each time. So I always felt like I just was not going to give up, and a friend of mine told me who had health issues. She told me about Dr. Joe, and she told me that she started listening to a particular meditation, and the New Potentials meditation. And so, I was so hungry for, anything that could be a light out of what I was experiencing. And so I downloaded the meditation, and I started doing the meditation, and I started, visualizing and imaging in the new potentials of a clear liver, a healthy liver. And then I would see myself, as fully healed, and just overall completely healed. And I was doing that meditation, and then I bought the book, You Are the Placebo. I downloaded that, and I started reading that and reading it. And I, along the same time, so at this point they had said, like, I have 6 months to live, like it was just, I was not doing well, but in my mind I just kept, believing, like, hey, after reading You Are the Placebo, I was inspired. There was another, a treatment, an experimental treatment in Texas, and I went there and I got the treatment. I remember doing the New Potentials meditation on the plane, as I was flying there. And some of I specifically, after reading You Are the Placebo, I specifically didn't want to know a lot of details about the effectiveness or of the treatment, or I knew it was kind of like this dangling thing that people try as like a last option. They had also, because I wasn't a candidate for surgery or anything like that, so because they were so big. So before I started, just 2 of the tumors were 18. Just 2 of the 8 in my liver were 18 centimeters. Yeah, I had distension. It was. Yeah. And so before I got this experimental treatment, and in my mind I'm thinking, hey, if I believe that this is gonna work, it's gonna work, And I had to see another doctor before I got the treatment. It was a integrative oncologist, and she told me, when I said, and I saw her the day before, and I said, I'm ready, I'm ready for some major shrinkage. She said to me, don't expect that. She said, you'll be happy if you get just stabilization, so the tumor stopped growing, temporarily. And I was so upset. I was so mad, but I was very clear I wasn't going to let her mess with my intention. And anyway, the long and short of it is I had 70% reduction of the tumors, 70%. Afterward, I find out that most people don't get shrinkage, so I had 70% shrinkage from that treatment. That oncologist, because I had to see her afterwards, she was like, whoa, and I had other doctors there just saying, we don't know what you're doing, but just keep doing it, And So then fast forward to, I actually did have surgery, and they took out what was left of the tumors, and some of them were 100% dead. Like, they shrank, and so they're like, well, they're still in there, alive, kind of thing. Well, many of them were totally dead. Others were 50% dead. Like, they were dying, dead or dying. They had never seen that. I had a doctor on the team, a nurse from the team. She told me, she said, this is, this was unheard of. Just doesn't happen. So that is that part. Then I get to I went to Cancun in June. So I went to the workshop of Dr. Joe's in June of 2018. And I had, when I got there, I was very weak. I had, I walked like I was, I felt like I was like 20 years older. I could not get in and out of the vans by myself. I couldn't walk up and down stairs. Like, I had to use the escalators. I was limping because my just muscles, everything was so weak, and pain. I had a lot of pain in my legs. And after the first walking meditation, literally I didn't need help out of the van. I started walking, up the stairs. It still hurt a little bit. By the end of the week, I was walking up and down the stairs. I was able to dance. My most recent CT scan was just like a month ago. Yeah, and it shows there's areas that you can see the scarring, where the scars are, but that it actually, even those areas shrank after, from the time of the surgery, everything has gotten smaller as far as the scarring. And there's no new growth, no uptake, of the solution. The oncologist is saying, it shows the treatment of there's no recurrence, and yeah.
And what about the tumor on your
skull? It's the same situation where the bone, actually you can still see where it is. It shows up on the scan because it was in the bone, and they said that could be there. The bone, that may just always be there. I don't know. I'm open for it to go. But that's again, no uptake. Of the solution that they see, if it's anything active, there's no uptake in my body of any of the contrast solution.
And how do you feel?
I feel great. I feel I'm just getting, I'm getting stronger and stronger. I'm just getting stronger and stronger, and I feel so alive, and so vibrant and so healthy here. It's a whole. It just really helps me as I, transition back home to really, keep doing the work. So I am so grateful to Dr. Joe and to the work, and that it came into my life at a really critical time, and I feel so blessed and grateful, and I know that this journey has gotten me to a place where I never would have been, as far as connecting with the divine and with myself and loving myself. So that's really my story.